Namaste. So today I'm going to read Book 5, Chapter 7 on the going of the Devas to Kailasa. Om Vakratu Namakaya Surya Kodisa. Hari Om Tat Sat. Vyasa said, O King, Mahesa, seeing the Danavas afflicted with grief, quitted his buffalo appearance, assumed a lion form, and spreading his long manes, began to roar aloud, and fell amidst the Deva forces. Then the Devas were terrified on seeing his sharp nails. That lion form Mahesa first attacked so severely the Garuda with his nails, that his whole body was besmeared with blood. Then he attacked Vishnu's arms with his nails. Seeing the Danava, Vasudeva Hari raised his discus in anger and attacked him with great force to kill him. Just when Hari struck the Danava violently with his chakra, the powerful Danava quitted immediately his lion form, assumed the buffalo form, and struck Hari with his two horns. Vasudeva thus pierced in his breast with the horns, became confounded and fled away as best as he could, till he reached his own abode. Vaikuntha, seeing Hari thus fleeing away, Shankara too thought him invulnerable and fled to his Kailasa mountain with fear. Brahma too fled to his own abode with terror, but the powerful Vasava took patience and remained steady in the battle. Varuna, taking his Shakti, waited patiently for battle. Yama too, with his staff, remained there ready to fight. Kuvera, the lord of Yakshas, remained very busy in close fighting with the Danavas. Fire, taking Shakti, also waited. The sun and moon, the lord of the stars, both remained in firm resolve to fight with Mahesa, the lord of the Danavas. O king, in the meanwhile, the Danava forces got angry and attacked them on all sides, shooting at the enemies a mass of dangerous serpent-like arrows. The lord of the Danavas, Mahesa too, assuming the buffalo appearance, reigned supreme in the middle. At this moment, fierce sounds of the warriors on both the sides were heard. During the sharp contest of the Devas and Danavas, the sounds from the bowstrings and the clappings of the hands were heard like the roarings of thunder. The powerful Danava, then swelled with pride, began to hurl the mountain tops with his horns, thus killing the Deva forces, some by hooves and some by the lashing of the tail. That angry Mahesa, very wonderful to behold, sent to the region of death. Then the Devas and Gandharvas became very much frightened, so much so that Indra fled away at once on the sight of Mahesa. Indra thus retreating from the field, Yama, Kuvera and Varuna all quitting the battleground with fear, Indra fled away, quitting his Aryavata elephant and Uchisrava horse. So Mahesa got the possession of the elephant and the horse, as well the heavenly cow of the sun. So the Danava considered themselves preeminently victorious and returned to their abodes. Next, they wanted to go as early as possible to the heavens with all their forces. In no time, Mahesa went to the abode of Indra, deserted by all the terror-stricken Devas, and got the possession thereof. Then, taking his seat on the beautiful throne of Indra, he made the ordinary Danavas occupy the several seats of the other Devas. Thus, fighting full 100 years, the Danava Mahesa, puffed up with pride, acquired the seat of Indra, his desired object. He banished the Devas from the heavens. The Devas, thus tormented, began to wander in the caves of hills and dales for a period of good many years. O king, the Devas at last were quite tired and took the four-faced Brahma, the Creator's refuge, at that instant. The Lord of the world, the Rajas incarnate, the originator of the Vedas, was seated on his lotus seat. Surrounding him were standing his mortal sons, Marichi, etc. With their passion subdued, mind calm and beyond despair of the Vedas and Vedangas, there were also Siddhas, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Charanas, Uragas and Panagas. The terrified Devas then began to praise and chant hymns to Brahma, the Lord of the world. The Deva said, O Creator, O Lotus born, O Thou, the remover of the pains and afflictions of all this world, how is it that you are not moved with pity towards the Devas, seeing that we are defeated by the Lord of the Danavas and have been banished from our abode? And more shall we say, our troubles are now indescribable, as we are living in the caves of hills and dales. O Creator, a son may be 100 times guilty of offense. It is then that the father, devoid of any feeling of covetousness, deserts his sons and gives them trouble. We are oppressed by the Danavas. We who are wholly devoted to your lotus feet, why are you today showing signs of indifference towards us? That wicked Danava is thoroughly enjoying today the heavens of the Devas, is forcibly taking their share of the oblations of clarified butter in the yajnas, sacrifices from the Brahmanas, is enjoying the Parichatra tree and also the heavenly milking cow, the jewel of the ocean. What more shall we describe to you the strange doings of the Asuras, O Lord of the Devas? You are perfectly aware of all that they strive and execute for by your knowledge. You know everything of this world. Therefore, O Lord, we lie prostrate at your feet. Thy vicious Danava, of wicked character and full of mischievous actions, gives us troubles in various ways wherever we go. O Lord of the Devas, thou art our only protector. Therefore, O Lord, do what is good to us. Thou art the awarder of the desires of the Devas. Thou art the first creator of the world and preserver. Therefore, if thou dost not do us our good, to whom else shall we take refuge? When we are so severely oppressed as if we are burnt in a forest, conflagration, who else is more lustrous, more beneficent, and more peace-giving governor? Vyasa said, O king, all the Devas, praising him, thus bowed down to the Lord of creation and with folded hands and saluted him, with their faces very heavy, overladen with deep sorrow. The grandsire of all the Lokas, seeing the plight of the Devas, consoled them with sweet words and made them happy. O Suras, what shall I do? The Danava has become exceedingly haughty on account of his getting boons. He can be killed by females only. He is invulnerable by any male. What remedy is there now? Therefore, O Suras, let us all go to Kailasa, the best of all the mountains. Thence we will take Shankara, the expert in doing the works of gods, and go to Vaikuntha, where Vishnu, the Deva of the Devas, resides. There we all will unite and hold a council and decide what is best to do to serve the purpose of the gods. Thus, making out the program, Brahma, riding on his Hamsa, went to Kailasa accompanied by all the Devas. At this time, Siva came to know out of his introspection about the coming of Brahma and the other Devas, and soon came out of his dwelling abode. When they met each other, they saluted each other and felt very glad. The Devas then bowed down to them. Seats were given to the Devas, and when they sat respectively on their asanas, the Lord of Parvati also took his own seat. Shiva asked the welfare of Brahma and the Devas and asked the reasons of their coming to Kailasa. O Brahma, what has caused you to come here along with Indra and the other Devas? O highly fortunate one, please mention it. Brahma said, O Deva of the Devas, the Danava Mahesa is oppressing all the Devas in the heavens. They, therefore, terrified, are wandering hither and thither in the caves and hills with Indra. Mahesa and the other Danavas are now accepting their share of yajnas. The Lokapalas, being oppressed, have come today and are now taking shelter to thee. O Shambhu, considering the situation serious, I have taken them with me here. Therefore, O Deva, do that which is reasonable and by which the purpose of the Devas can be carried out. O Bhuta Bhavana, the creator of the world, the whole charge and responsibility of all the Devas dissolves on thee. Vyasa said, O king, hearing thus, Shankara smiled a little and spoke charming words to the lotus born in the following manner. O Bibhu, it is you that give before this boon to Mahesa, and therefore it is you that have wrought this mischief. The Danava has become so strong a hero that he has caused terror to all the Devas even. Now, where can we get such a noble woman who becomes able to kill that Danava, elated with pride? My wife, nor your wife, ought to go to battle. Even if they, the good ladies, go, how will they be able to fight? The fortunate wife of Indra too is not expert in the art of warfare. Where else there is another lady who can kill this demon? Blinded with pride, I therefore propose this. Let us all go today to Vishnu, and praising him with hymns, engage him quickly to this cause of the gods. Vishnu is foremost amongst the intelligent, therefore it is highly advisable to execute all actions after duly consulting with him. He, by dint of his high intelligence, will find out means and effect our purpose. Vyasa said, O king, Brahma and the other Devas heard Rudra and approved heartedly, and saying, be it so, instantly rose up. At the time, seeing all the auspicious signs concerning the success of the gods, they all became glad and, riding on their respective vehicles, drove towards the abode of Vishnu. Favorable, fragrant winds, pleasant to touch, began to blow gently. Birds began to chant hymns and praise, and signs of success were seen along their way. The sky was clear and the quarters became free. In short, everything showed favorable all along the way. Here ends the 7th chapter on the going of the Devas to Kailasa in the 5th skanda of Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, the Mahapuranam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Ved Vyasa. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalindra Rakshma. Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tuya Tuya Bandhu Shatra Sakatu.